This video is going to demonstrate how to install UnifyPOS server. This assumes that OpenEdge has already been installed and there is an instructional video demonstrating that. To start, we're going to sign into the Osprey Retail Systems website, and then we're going to go to the reseller section. At this point, you should log in with the credentials that were provided by Osprey Retail Systems. And once we do that, we're going to scroll down to UnifyPOS version 11.498. We're going to download the server full installation and the server maintenance pack. In this particular example, as you can see, the versions are the same, but in the vast majority of cases that will not be the case. We would want both the server and the maintenance pack. So I'm going to go ahead and download them both, even though I only need this actual full install in this case. Once both of those files have been downloaded, we're going to go ahead and proceed with the install. Okay, my files are downloaded. I'm going to go down and I'm going to open up my downloads folder. And as you can see, I have the server and the update. I'm going to go ahead and right click on the server installation and run that as an administrator. In this example, user access control has been turned off, although that is not a requirement. It will simplify things going forward. Once the installation is complete and Unify has been ran for the first time, it can be turned back on. Now, once we've launched it, we'll get our splash screen. We're going to go ahead and accept that. Here's our license agreement. We should read through that and then accept and proceed. Obviously, you should probably scroll a little slower. I have obviously already read it, so I'm zipping through it for brevity's sake. On the server, there are no other installation options to configure, so we can proceed with the install. At this point, it's going to go ahead and extract all of our needed files, as well as some third-party programs and utilities that we need. Among these utilities happen to be the QuickBooks interface files, Apache for our web client, Apache Tomcat for our mobile, and some other third-party runtimes. Thanks to the magic of being able to pause recording, we are almost complete with our extraction, and once we are, the installation will go ahead and proceed. Here we go. We're going to start installing the QBFC, which is the QuickBooks interface. That is not technically required, but it allows us to interface directly to QuickBooks. Once that's finished, we're going to go ahead and move forward with the configuration of the POS database, the Hislog database, as well as our various app servers. At this point, it's going to go ahead and stop the OpenEdge processes automatically so it can configure the newly installed databases and the app servers. Now it's cleaning up OpenEdge Explorer, so you'll only see the new entries that are required and not the default entries. Here we're going to activate a demo license, which is good for 30 days. Obviously, you're going to want to install either your dealer license if this is for a demo, or if you're installing for an end user, you're going to install their license once this is complete. Okay, now we're going to restart the OpenEdge processes so our databases will be running and back office will be accessible. This is documented in the manual, but the default login for a new installation is username UnifyPOS, one word, UnifyPOS, with a password of 1966. Now it's going to install the Visual C 2015 runtimes. This is required for the implementation of Apache we're using for both back office web client as well as mobile web client. Now it's actually installing the Apache service, and the Windows firewall needs to allow access to that. If the firewall were turned off, you would not see that pop up. Next, it will install the Apache Tomcat services, which we use for the mobile. If you're not going to use the mobile, you can disable that service. If you're not going to use any of the web clients, you can also disable that service. However, that's a very unlikely scenario. Here we are, we're finished. We're going to go ahead and click Finish, and we can move on. Thank you.